Good morning. This is the recording for Tuesday, October 24th. Yesterday, we established that grief plays a pivotal role in the process of forgiveness. And the only way to move beyond the shattering grief is to accept our own vulnerability. When we are faced with any loss, there are only two choices. We can put our hands on our hearts and accept our suffering, our vulnerability, and our human frailty, or we can reject the suffering and raise our fists for revenge. And it is our shared losses, our shared grief that ultimately allow us to reconnect again with the world around us. We are harmed together and we heal together. It is only in this fragile web of relationship that we rediscover our purpose, meaning, and joy after we've experienced pain and loss. And this web will break time and time again, but we can always rebuild it. Only in restoring the web of connection can we find peace. Desmond Tutu says, "I'm sure it's possible to heal in a mountaintop cave alone, but for most of us, the quickest and deepest healing happens in the embrace of others." When we deny our feelings, when we choose not to name our hurts and instead reject the pain of our losses, we always end up seeking destruction. The only way to stop the pain is to accept it. And the only way to accept it is to name it. When you name your pain and allow yourself to feel it fully, you discover that your pain is part of the great, eternal tapestry of human loss and heartbreak. You realize you are not alone in your suffering, that others have experienced and survived what you have experienced, and that you too can survive and know joy and happiness again. When you embrace your feelings, you embrace yourself and allow others to embrace you too. Father Lapsley says, people must be encouraged to feel to the fullest, no matter how uncomfortable. People need space to be weak and vulnerable for a time before they can become strong again. And this is true no matter what has hurt you, no matter what you have lost, no matter what anyone says you should be feeling and for how long. It is not easy or comfortable to listen to the painful feelings of our loved ones, the people we care about. To soothe our own discomfort, we often jump into providing a solution, trying to fix things. But really, if we're truly committed to helping our loved ones heal from trauma and hurt, we must just listen, without any judgments, without trying to provide a solution, from a place of love and caring. Desmond Tutu even outlines the important pointers for listening to somebody who shares their hurt with you. I'll post this later today. Right now, let me just list what he shares. So he calls this list how to acknowledge the harm. Listen. Do not try to fix the pain. Do not minimize the loss. Do not offer advice. Do not respond with a story of your own loss or grief. Respect confidentiality. Offer your love and caring. Empathize and offer comfort. Nothing more, nothing less. When we're hurting, we all must make a choice to move forward from denial of the pain to acceptance of the harm. We cannot truly bear the pain alone. We heal together, And when we share the burden of our brokenness, quite amazingly, we find that we're less broken. Our hearts get lighter, our wounds begin to heal. So find someone who will listen and acknowledge the harm you feel, and pour out your sorrow until you are utterly empty. But do we need to tell every single person every single hurt feeling we feel? Of course not. Only you will know the hurts that linger and fester, the ones that really need sharing. Only you can take the measure of your own suffering, and only you will know with whom to invest your confidence. It can be your perpetrator, of course, but if this is not possible for whatever reason, it can be a trusted friend or a family member, a spiritual advisor, a counselor, another person who has experienced the same kind of harm, or anyone who will not judge you and who will be able to listen with love and empathy. Just as in telling the story, you can name your hurt in writing, in a letter or in your journal. The most important thing is that you share with someone who is able to receive your feelings without judging or shaming you for having them. So today let's do a practice around that. It's called validation meditation. Take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. Allow your breath to be nice and easy, totally natural. See if you can create some sense of spaciousness in your breathing so that all the experiences of the present moment can pass through you as energy that they are, without struggle. Now go to your safe space. We have done this a few times in this series, so you can simply go back to the space you already created, or you can imagine a new one. Note what it looks like, sounds like, feels like. If need be, wrap yourself in your safety cloak as well. And now welcome back your trusted and affirming companion who you've already met and worked with in the past few days. Put one hand on your heart and the other one on your belly. Take a nice breath and relax. Now bring to mind one of the situations or people you need to forgive. Right now, all you need to do is feel the hurt and name it. So notice what feelings arise and share these emotions with your companion. Stay with the emotion. Don't let yourself slip into the storyline of he said, she said. Experience and express how you feel about what happened. Remember, each of your emotions is completely appropriate and valid. No judgment. Hear your companion affirm the truth and pain of your feelings. When you've heard and accepted this validation, settle back into your place of safety and just rest here a bit. Place your hands on your heart and send yourself the energy of loving kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And as you gently let go of your practice, scan your body. Notice how you're feeling right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to reflect some more on our discussion today, especially on the fact that people need space to be weak and vulnerable for some time before they can become strong again. And when you embrace your feelings, you embrace yourself and allow others to embrace you. Are you ready to move beyond the story and into this non-judgmental acceptance of what happened by naming your heart? Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.